Hello, bonjour, my name is Toast, and I'm a professional day trader from France. I'm pretty sure you never heard of me before. But in the next 90 seconds, I'm going to show you Shafi variety program that turns everyday people into profitable day trader worldwide. All right, so let me tell you some successful story. Right now, it's August 11th, 2022. Very recently, Anthony in French became the number one on the leaderboard FTMO. So he's made something like 98k profit on his FTMO account, which is more than a year of salary for the average man. I mean, the average guy makes like 25k a year, I guess, something like that. So it's basically 4 years salary in 1 month. He joined, I think it was in February. So yeah, you can see here the screenshot. You can see on my channel, Anthony, you've been toasted. Another toast and butter user. Number one FTMO has been sharing this. You know, the fun part is that this guy didn't even tell me. Anthony Sancho Maritel, exactly. So you can see he's been sharing this in another group. And so the guy asked him, "What concept do you use?" And he replied, "Toast and butter," which is my mother, basically. So that's one of our success story. We have a lot of more. And you know what? It's not the first one who's been number one on the FTMO leaderboard. Before that, he was just a regular guy having a regular job in France and trying to make his way into the world, basically, and live his best life, like we like to say. So yeah, that's one of our clients, one of our members. I like to say members, I don't like to say clients in the branch. So another one of our members, Connor, is from England this time. He's not French. Yeah, so he was working as a 9-5, like you can see, tech guy, like regular job, regular guy, and he joined the toast and butter. Okay, he didn't know anything about smart money before. The next month, less than 2 months later, he became another leaderboard, ranked number one, as you can see here once again. So yeah, I mean, you can see that a lot of people that were joining really working their ass off, really working on the models, really working on their brain, because the brain and the psychology is the mindset, everything is really what will help you to reach the top. All right. If you want to be funded, if you want to make money over time, that's what you need to do. Work on your mindset, work on your psychology, work on your brain. You have to know yourself. That's the thing that usually you don't really see on other courses, right? You see a strategy based on technical analysis. And obviously, that's part of my model. My model is the toast and butter. I've been working on, I will come to that later. But what I mean is that you have a big part that's psychology and a big part that's technical. But as you know, as you may have known, may have heard a lot of time, psychology is 80% inside. Anyway, I'll show once again another guy. He was from Ghana. So yeah, I keep this because sometimes I just forget some. I have so many members, so many successful stories that sometimes I just remember. So yeah, Oncho is a regular guy from Ghana. Yeah, he used to work a lot. Like they don't have the same right as in our country. I come from France. I don't know where you come from. But I mean, he used to work a lot, right? Not the best job in mine in Ghana. He was trading retail, basically, support and resistance. So he was blowing accounts and accounts and accounts. He was blowing prop firm account challenges, always. He never knew what really was missing. And so he joined the course, he joined Toast and Butter. And I got to say, I really liked him. So it was really involved. He was always talking to me, always asking questions. So it went really fast for him. Like, as you can see, it's 7 weeks. I think it's fast. He could be able to pass his prop firm. Yeah, just pass my funny talent first phase and about to cry. See? So yeah, it was that's a guy who was working basically. I need to give you a fair warning. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is only for serious trader. If you need to solidify your consistency, you need to change your way of thinking. You need to change what's not working for you and to change. You need to point what's not working and change it. Become detective of your brain, of your emotions. If you want to break free from the rat race, as it said here, if you want to leave the 9-5 and take back control of your life, earn financial freedom, make money from anywhere in the world. Yeah, just using as I'm doing right now, basically. Right now I'm in Dubai. Next week I will be maybe in Italy. I don't know. Usually I stay in France because I like France, but that's not the point. What I mean is that when you are a profitable trader, you can work from anywhere, basically, just with your laptop. I know that's a bit, how can I say it? It's a bit Instagrammy to say that, and I don't really like that because some really often is a trap, right? But what I mean is you still have that freedom. That freedom is really important. So yeah, to break free from the rat race, be able to create wealth independent from a boss. Because yeah, your boss doesn't care about you anyway. He's just using you. If you want to find consistency in your trading, you might want to stick around in this video because we're gonna talk about other stuff. I used to blow many accounts. I don't even know how many accounts I've blown. I think it's more than 50 to be honest. I don't know how many Profim accounts I have blown as well. Either, sorry. And I know it can be scary to change what you're currently doing, but if you're watching this video, that means you didn't find exactly what you wanted in trading, right? When you're trading and consistently doing the same mistakes, you're in your comfort zone. Even though your comfort zone is not beneficial for you, that's still a comfort zone. And that's what you need to change. I guess you've noticed that we often see on Instagram like the bling bling glorified life of spending a lot of money because you're making a lot of money out of trading. I mean, we can see that all the time, new people coming and going. I mean, it's really easy to fall into the trap. It's really easy to think that from one day to another, over a week, you're gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars or any other currency, right? And I mean, it's possible because everything is possible in trading, but that's not how you become profitable over the long term in trading. That's what I mean. The truth is that numbers don't lie, as I say. Talk is cheap, but money buys the whiskey. I like whiskey. I like drinking a bit of cocktails sometimes, old fashioned. I'm really old fashioned in everything I do. That's why I'm really not good at Instagram and all the stuff. I'm 31, I'm still young, but I don't know. I'm still old fashioned, I guess. So yeah, if you are trying to become a profitable trader, stick around, man. Stick around, my friend. You know, the only way you can make money consistently in trading is when you have a proven, battle-tested system with documented results. So what does it mean? Testimonies from traders who pass the funding challenge all over the world, right? What does it mean? That means we provide those proof. My system has been working and working and working over the years. I didn't create the wheel, right? I'm a simple guy. I'm from Lyon, France. That's the second biggest city in France, and that's the best city in the world. Excuse me if you're from another city, right? I just wanted to. I had like this pursuit of being able to be someone for my family, basically. So I didn't want to go to university or something. I wanted to be a basketball player, right? The thing is, I've been working as basketball hasn't been working. So then I became a salesman. I've been working in England for hedge fund as a sales. I've been working for brokers as a sales, and that's not what I wanted either. Even though the job was paying my bills, I didn't want that. I wanted to be my own boss, basically. I've been doing all the studies for years. You know what I like to say is when you want to become like a lawyer or something, you have 5, 6, 7 years in university. If you want to become an engineer, you have 5 years. So you have more than 5 years. So working on trading for 4 years, 5 years without making money was my learning, was my university basically. Now I can say that I make money out of trading, and you can see with the result that people are making money with what I created. I created, quote unquote, air quote, right? Because I didn't create anything per se. I didn't create trading. I didn't create the candles. I didn't create any. Right. So what I've done is that I've known ICT. Wait a minute. I'll come back. Yeah, so basically, I'm a simple guy from Lyon. As I said, I wanted to be able to create something for that could last long in my life without going to school. So my school was studying the markets for years. And that's like my PhD, if you want. That's my PhD. And now I can make money from my training floor. Before I was training from my bedroom. now I'm training floor. I have an office. I have other companies, but that's another subject, right? A lot of people like. I think now the number is more 25 or 30 than 15 plus. I really helped a lot of people pass that funded challenge. I do trade my own account for personal reason because I do trade my own account because I don't want to work for someone, and I feel like trading a prop firm is like working for them. But that's just my view, and I know it can be a good leverage for people that don't have money. I understand that, and that's why I help people passing their prop firm. So the branch, which is my private group, you can call it the digital trading floor if you want. We are 75 is an understatement, to be honest. I haven't checked, but at least 100. And you have to know that even some people, some traders became profitable with the free Telegram group, what we share for free, which is really awesome, I think. That means they're really involved in what they do, and that means they have really good eyes. Yeah, you see, while most of the trading gurus will just sell you on a fussy jargon or through what I called earlier, all the glam, all the bling bling with the Lambos, with the all the money throwing. You see, I'm just a simple guy. I'm just a simple guy who's making a bit of money. I mean, I'm not different from a lawyer. A lawyer is making as much money as I make. A doctor is making as much money as I make. So, I mean, I'm a simple guy. I mean, what I mean is that we're not different, same level. Like, for example, earlier I was talking about the psychology, right? I like to do just a reminder. I will teach you how to trade, but also how to think, right? Not what to think, but how to think, which is very different. I will give you, okay, a model and with a story behind, all right? A story with why is it working like this and like this and like this. But once again, the story is not enough. You need this. And that's what we will work on. That's what we are working on with our members, which is very important. The most important with the Toast tour when we join the group. So the Toast tour, I will tell you what it is when we join the group. Because in the end, I mean, you can see trading as a game. I see trading as a job, but it can be fun, of course. Making money is fun. Losing money is not fun, but making money is. Making money in trading requires execution, perfect execution, requires energy, requires focus, requires a healthy lifestyle. So example of someone who just came for the psychology part, right? And would then pass his FTMO challenge. That's another French. So he was trading retail, which is like support, resistance, moving averages, those kind of stuff. He came to study the model, but he realized that maybe what was missing was the psychology. And so we've been talking a lot. And we found what flaws he had. So his flaw was that he wanted to be right. And so I explained him, and we've been through what was really the cause of this. What was the reason he wanted to be right all the time? Anyway, we found out, and so it changed, and now he's making money. Yeah, it's not hard when you can identify the personality. So then we can really do the job like the detective job. I'm like Sherlock Holmes, and so we have those little hints, little stuff here and there, and we search, and then boom, we find what's wrong, and then you can start making money. Basically, I know it's really a shortcut to say it like that. Obviously, take a lot of time. If you simplify it like that, really, really simplify it. Yeah, there's a question that really comes often, and that's how long will it take them to understand themselves, cultivate discipline as a trader. Usually it can take 3 to 5 months. So yeah, most of the clients usually ask how long would take for them to understand themselves, cultivate discipline. As a trader, usually less than 5 months, let's say, usually, because it depends once again on who you are, what are your flows and everything. But yeah, 3 to 5 months with me, and we can connect the dots. As I said earlier with Alexi, his name was Alexi. Another question that we get a lot is, can you do this while you have a regular day job like a 9 to 5? And the answer is yes, because price is fractal. What I teach works on every time frame. And what does it mean? That means you can work in New York, you can work in London, you can work in Asia, which is something I don't do. You can work on swing, you can work on short-term trading, you can work on day trading. So I mean, everybody find his way with my model. What we need is like, maybe I've heard that as well, that trading was too hard and only for men. You know what? Actually, I found out that women are really better traders than us. Really, they're faster to understand, and also they don't have that will to perform, which is something men really often want. We want to perform. Women will be steadier, and we will want to rush, basically, because we want to make money now, quick, and a lot of money now and quick. See what I mean? So yeah, so look, there's an example. Joy Abels passed my forex fund. So that's another prop firm. And I think she passed another one. Just waiting after the trading days to pass. Yeah, faced it with only one trade. Crazy. 24-year-old college grad. She was, yeah, in business management. She was applying for jobs. She wasn't ready for work. Finding anything. And so she found out about trading. She found out about SMC. She saw me somewhere. She saw a video. People were talking about me. Toast from France. She lives in England, by the way. And yeah, it was still really fast. Learning a skill that will make you money
for all your life, learning this in 5 months. That's pretty quick. It took me like 4 or 5 years. So when I see someone doing it in 1 month or 2 months or 5 months or 6 months, to me it's pretty fast. Do you see if you have the desire to succeed and the openness to learn from someone who's doing this weeks and weeks in, weeks out? You too will have the opportunity to place yourself on top of the FTMO leaderboard, like not Karim. So, do you see yourself maybe on the leaderboard of FTMO? Do you see yourself have the desire to succeed, have the desire to work your ass off to really make it into trading? I'm doing this weeks in, weeks out. I'm not saying that I win every trade, obviously. What I mean is that I'm consistent enough to make money over the time, over every month. Right now, for example, I'm on a losing streak, right? I've lost 4 trades in a row. That's okay. That's part of trading. That doesn't mean I'm not profitable. So yeah, if you focus on the building the base fundamentals around your psychology, the rest will be simple. Believe me. As we have seen, you can also trade retail and be profitable. As a matter of fact, there's more profitable traders that trade retails than profitable traders that trade smart money. So that's all about psychology. But also, one model can be better than another. And I think my model, I mean, I know my model is better than most of the model you will find. Because when you the good model and the good psychology, then you make 98K in 1 month, basically. So yeah, the rest will be simple. You have a clear step-by-step instruction on what to learn and what to do. It's a no-brainer in the sense that you will be able to follow the blueprints toward your success slash probability as a trader. Success, profitability, blueprint toward your success slash profitability as a trader. Male or female, that you come from America, Africa, Asia. I mean, if you're self-driven, if you tell the system, if you know what you want, if you're involved with what you want, if you are ready to work your ass off, if you are ready to find out what's inside of your brain, believe me, you will make it, especially with my system. You need to take action now, like Rage Against the Machine used to say. If you don't take action now, settle for nothing later. Exactly. If you don't take action now, settle for nothing later, as the Rage Against the Machine would say. Make sure you show up every day. Joy bells like Connor, like Oncho, Hugh, Felix, Callum, Anthony, Elliot Coleman, 37 years old. Dad, now funded trader. Used to work as an admin person at the mailing house. Alright? He's a good friend of mine now. Not a good friend of mine, but you see what I mean. I mean, I'm really happy for him. We talk a lot in the brunch. Elliot Coleman, as you can see, certified Forex funded trader. How did I create toast and butter? That's not true. Certified Forex funded trader. How was the toast and butter trading system created? The toast and butter, basically. So I've been trading since 2016, but I used to work, as I said earlier, in Forex. So it was trading as well since 20. So basically, I've been working, and you know what? That's not true because it was in 2014. I've been in trading industry since 2014. All right, I've been working 2 years in trading. I mean, Forex, selling on the phone. Over the phone, I wanted to be a trader, but nobody wanted to teach me. So in 2016, I said, "Stop it! Now I want to trade. I want to trade." It took me 4 years. 4 years exactly. I was trading everything: oscillators, RSI, MACD, support, resistance, name it, pattern, harmonic pattern. Funny thing, moving averages, parabolic saw. The funniest way of trading that I've been doing was without the candles. So I just had the indicators and then I was taking a trade when the moving averages were crossing. Anyway, that, I mean, every system can work, but the real issue was my psychology. So yeah, I've been into trading since 2016, 2019. I learned about ICT by luck. I started researching. I started watching his videos. I started learning from him. And it took me 1 year of dedication. 1 year, one full year of dedication. Or I was taking notes every day, back testing, taking notes, back testing, taking note, taking note, taking note, back testing, taking note. Finding out what was the note that I took 3 weeks earlier that was related to what I was taking today. Started to link up what was going on. And then after one full year, it took me really 1 year of taking notes, backtesting, create my model, finding out what was happening almost every day. Almost every day. Every week for sure, but almost every day. 3, 4, 5 times, between 3 and 5 times a week. Now I know that technically I have a system that works, right? Because I tested it with backtesting. And then what was the issue? I wasn't profitable. Why? Backtesting, 95% win rate, 200 rewards a week. What's going on? Why am I not profitable? This is the issue. So I start looking at my notes. My notes were psychology. I had like a diary or something like that, but I didn't know how to use it. I was just doing it. I thought it was important to do this. And then I start being a detective of those notes. Oh, I can see that something happened here. Something happened there. Oh, what happened there? See what I mean? And boom! Toast and butter created. I start being profitable because I know exactly who I am on the training floor, who I am as a trader, technical trader, as an analyst. Who I am as an analyst, who I am as a trader. Two different things. That's how the toast and butter was created. So you see, I see this with a lot of my members. They think their only issue is technical when really it's just psychology most of the time. Of course, they need to adjust their technical, but the psychology is always the biggest part. People rush to make money, of course, especially men. So without the right guidance, you're flying blind. You have either done some kind of trading course by Google or you just don't understand what ICT teaches, and that's okay. I was in the same shoes as yourself, as I said. It took me 1 full year, 365 days at least. There were days, yeah, during those 4 years, a lot of time I wanted to give up. I couldn't, yeah, myself down. I mean, I'm a man. I have pride. I don't want to give up on everything that I do. I want to go. See what I mean? I'm a man. And by man, I'm saying, anyway, let's erase that part. A lot of time I felt like giving up, but I couldn't let myself down and think that there's another field where I'm going to give up. No, I couldn't. A lot of time I was, what was the reason you studied it? What was the reason you studied? What was the reason you studied? Do you think life will be better if you stop? Really? If you manage to find what's going on that chart, how you can extract money from there, you will live a better life. So, like many traders, understand the fear of not being able to do an unfunded challenge. I mean, I was not born into a rich family. Yeah, I've been working a lot. I don't really like to. Let's skip a bit that part. Basically, I don't really have a lot of money. I wasn't poor. I wasn't like the poorest kid. I had shoes, I couldn't eat. A lot of brothers and sisters, so we don't have a lot of money to like go on holiday, go to the restaurant, stuff. I mean, fun stuff basically. Like a lot of people grow up like that, and sometimes it gives you the power to, the will to not give up. I needed to find, yeah, people who wanted more out of life, so that's how I started the brunch live session. Yeah, I needed to connect with people who wanted really a lot more out of life, and I thought that the brunch would be a really good way to unite minded people, reunite people that are going in the same direction. And so that's why I'm doing live session in London most of the time, sometimes in New York. But when I trade London, I do a live session and I share my screen with the branch so we can share our thoughts. I can share what I'm seeing, how I see the market, what I'm gonna do. I got tired of gurus, yeah, preaching on how we must act to make money. All the 17 years old in parents' house making videos on how to be successful traders. I was tired of those. I needed to build something that cleared the smoke and remove all the doubts. I lived in pain, yeah, for very long. I wasn't making money for very long. I was working, I was feeling like I was working for nothing, and I felt bad. But yeah, I'm not here to complain, obviously. I'm just telling a bit of my story. That's me when I was a kid. My name is Matty Solitude. 7 years ago, I was engaged as a salesperson at a fast growing Forex company. It was more like a hedge fund. I was a good salesman. I was working on the French market in London, in the city. I grew up in Lyon. It's in the central east central France, at the confluence of the Rhone and Saône. So that's, how do you say that? The Rhone and the Saône, water. I'm going to say that. Anyway, we don't care. It's the second largest city in France after Paris. Marseille is the third one. I'm sorry, friend. So yeah, I grew up, so it was the second biggest city in France. I told you my story. So ICT was really eye opener for me. It's clearly the goat. It's clearly the goat in terms of concept. And the thing that's really hard is way of teaching. Let's say is that it doesn't give you a strategy. So that's why it took 1 year. It takes sometimes 10 years to some people to really understand what ICT means. So I took what I needed. I mean, I only trade ICT concepts, right? Because its concept makes so much sense for me. It was hard to understand what it meant really behind the words. And that's why you need to do your own research. And that's how the toast and butter became real I thought, all right, people are studying ICT, but they don't really understand because there is no real strategy. So now I have a strategy for ICT. I can share it with the world, and the world can make money with me. As I was starting to make money, every of my friends were like, "What's going on? Pay for us now at the restaurant? You want to go out now? What's going on?" And yeah, so now I've had more than 300 customers over the world, and I'm really proud of that. Step two, funded traders. Right, what does it mean? So, pro traders psychology, there are a lot of books. I've read a lot of them, and I share basically what I learned from them, what I understand from them with my group, with the branch. And I think the best book, I suggest you go buy it. I will buy it for you. I will make you a gift, and I will gift it to you. That's the book from Jared Tendler. It's called Mental Game in Trading. He has done a similar book few years prior to this one about poker, because poker and trading are so close to each other in terms of psychology, in terms of probabilities, in terms of how you should think a position. He decided to do the same book for trading. So yeah, I think that's the best book right now. I will give it to you. So understanding liquidity as a trader, liquidity. So you have to understand that the market moves from liquidity to liquidity, respecting obviously market structure. But we're dealing with money here, and to create big moves, pools of liquidity to reject the price. We will go more into my course, obviously, but liquidity is what really move the price. So we'll provide, and you see there's an example here. For example, pool of liquidity. What the bank does, the bank, central bank does, if we quote ICT, obviously, take the liquidity here to move price lower and take the liquidity here. So that's just an example. Who provides the liquidity? The central banks provide the liquidity. And then the other big banks, honestly, just fish, but they help a bit, especially during the news, the central banks. Type of market liquidity. So the buy stop liquidity, the one we see here, buy stop liquidity, sell side liquidity here. That's, yeah, pool of stop orders on the buy side. So stop losses, buy stop. So when the BSL is taken out, buy stop are activated, and that gives the market the opportunity to trap everybody and go to the downside, clearing the stop loss order. Where can we spot those? Previous month high, previous week high, previous day high, high of the day, all high, swing high, equal highs. Sell stop liquidity. The sell stop liquidity is the opposite, basically. Sell stop here. If you reverse the thing, you know what? We don't even need to reverse. Here we can see that we have stop orders like sell stop. They're all traps into this move. And lucky are the sell stop orders. So what are the stop? What to spot sell side liquidity? Previous month low, previous week low is the opposite, basically. Previous day low of the day, sorry, old low, swing low, equal lows, right? Understanding liquidity. Trading liquidity, sharp entry setup. Yeah, when you understand liquidity, you can have way better entries with way better stop losses, which means if you have similar risk, like let's say 1% on a 5 pip stop loss and on 1 pip stop loss, and they both go to 10 pips for your TP, then on one trade, twice what you risk, and on the other trade you made 10 times what you risk. Yeah, so you have liquidity inducement. Inducement is a trap of liquidity before the supply or demand zone. Price will fake basically the trader that are in a rush, that are rushing traders are trap most of the time. So that's also tips. Impatient trader. So price will fake impatient trader into thinking that price is changing direction when it's going to come back to take the stop orders and then go back to the right direction, right? So if you're impatient in trading, you're giving your money to patient. I'm sure you heard that before. So the most essential thing you need to understand here is you need to be keen when spotting these adjustments. I like it when it happens near the flip zone. Yeah, that's true. Whether the market's reversing or making a continuation, because trading smart money is not only trading reversal tracement. You can also trade continuation, and I think that's a good way that's a safe way to trade. So conclusion, liquidity affect the market volatility. Although volatility can be a friend or foe, a certain level of volatility is necessary for trading opportunities. Liquidity can lead to wide price swing and unmanageable fluctuation. To be a successful trader, it is really important to manage the risk and volatility, getting a grasp of these two factors that with understanding liquidity. liquidity is a big thing in smart money. You need to understand what liquidity is, where it is, how to spot it, and that's part of the toast and butter, obviously. You don't need to be trading every day to be a profitable trader. That's true. That's absolutely true, because you can trade swing and take one trade a week, or one shot one key and take one trade a week. Swing and take two trades a month. You can trade every day if you want. I do day trading. That doesn't mean I trade every day. I trade maybe 3 days a week, sometimes four, sometimes two, on average 3 days. So yeah, less is more basically in trading. It's like at the casino. If you're winning money, you have to go. The longer you stay, the more you're gonna lose. So if you're still in right now, I know you're a dedicated person. So if you're here right now, if you're still here right now listening to me, and by the way, thank you for listening to this video. I know it's a long ass video. I know that you're a dedicated person, and I know that only one dedicated person in my community. So you're most welcome, mate. So you have two options now. Option one, you go the hard way. You're gonna spend, like me, maybe 4 years, maybe more, maybe less, but maybe more, and most likely more, trying to figure out to be a consistent trader, trying to figure out what your model is, what is your issue in psychology, what makes you struggle in trading. It can be very overwhelming, it can be very tiring, it can be very difficult for the mind. Option two, you can join the brunch family, man. You can learn the toast and butter. A lot of members have done. You will spend time with me training live during London session, most likely, sometimes New York. I do that 3-4 times a week, sometimes four, sometimes five, when I trade basically. So you can ask questions, you can understand exactly how I think and maybe how you think. If you join now, right now, I will make you a 35% discount. It's off to a limited time only. It's just today, like when you will be on the call with my partner, when you're on the call with him, that's the only time you can have 35%. Again, this is only for serious trader, and I think you're a serious one if you're still here. If you're tired of the lies, say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness and delusions of modern society, and welcome to motherfucking reality. That's the intro from Andy Frizella, mate. But yeah, it speaks for itself. Say goodbye to the lies. You're tired of being bossed around by a boss that doesn't care about you. You're tired of not being your own boss. You're tired of doing what you want to do when you want to do, going to the restaurant when you want, buying some gift to your loved one, just spending some quality time with your family. It can be as simple as that. Spending time with your family. Maybe you work too much to spend time with your family, and trading can buy you time. I'm in Dubai again. I was in Dubai like in May. That's just a photo of me and a trader from the branch. It's more beautiful than me. Maybe I should cut him off. And that's in Dubai right now, because you can see that's behind with the big pool. Yeah, I'm really good at it. That's the briberies I've rented. I'm not doing this to Instagram guy. You see what I mean? It's just to show you that it's possible. I rented this for 10 days when I was in Dubai last time. That's how the brunch works. We have daily tours. That's where we do a lot of jokes. Sometimes, like, Bronx wanted to really understand what he was doing, so I told him, you know what? Let's do a live and you share your screen. I put it on the spot, and I was obviously behind just answering his question. So yeah, GU did exactly what we wanted last week. Yeah, this happened a lot. This happens really a lot. This is a simple setup that I do every day. Every day is the same thing basically. Every trading day is the same thing. This is a trade. Usual trade, 13 hour. So what will you get? You find your consistency in half the time at least. Effort required. Priceless. This is priceless, mate. This is really priceless. You won't lose 4 years of your time, at least. Hours of video-based material on toast and butter. I have more than 50 videos in my course. More than 50. And I have the live, obviously. So I don't even know how many hours. I put a value on it, but really I think it's way more than that. $2,397. Toast and butter community. The brunch. $5,000 value. Weekly live trading session with the brunch group of funded killers. $5,000 value. Weekly Wednesday web classes with Toast and Butter. Sometimes it's Wednesday, sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Tuesday. $2,000 value. Trading plan 1-1 and psychology session. Priceless. 6 years of experience. Problem cheat sheet. Blueprint. 3K value, FTMO plus MFF mastery. So the value received is like 1200, let's say 1500. There's limited space. We only take on around 20 calls per month to onboard new killers. It takes time to help someone. See, spending time on the phone answering people, analyzing, it really takes time. So yeah, 20 calls per month to onboard new killers. We have invested time into you. So today you can learn how to hunt on your own. If you decide to book a call right now, you will get the FTMO cheat sheet for free plus an incentive-based price deal where we knock off $454 of our original price, but only if you act now. You have to act now, right now, right now, right now. Like when we're on the call with you, as I said earlier, we call you, you act now, you say yes, boom. We'll only be onboarding a maximum of 10 clients this month because of our in-depth one-on-one approach. Yeah, that's what I was telling just before. I don't like to read, so I just say what's in my mind, and then I I realize, oh, it was written just after that. So just to sum it up, mate, you will have Pro Trader Psychology. As I said, there are a lot of books. I will suggest you what books you should read, how to read it, how to use them, know thyself to become a really disciplined trader. The liquidity secret, I mean, everything that's in the toast and butter, obviously, and the number one the setup that happens. So that's the toast and butter. That's just saying another time the toast and butter. Yeah. That happens really every week, as I said earlier. You will be able to reap fruits in less time with more bang for your trade. Because when you know what you really are looking for, like your checklist and everything, you don't overtrade. You do take only the trade that matches. It's only 1/10 of the value, all right? It's €1,299 to join the toast and butter family and take control of your life. Again, there's only a limited amount, only 10 people for this month. I guess you're interested. Go ahead, book a call, and one of my team members will call you, and you will be able to start now, right now. And in bonus, you will receive the prop firm cheat sheet, as I said earlier, and incentive based pricing for minus $454 euro actually of the original price point, limited time only now on your call. That's it. That's it. What guarantee do you have? The guarantee that you have is that if you keep doing what you're doing right now, you will never make money. That's it. Just science. So, quick question and answer. How long will it take me to learn how to trade if I am completely new to trading? So, basically, you're like a new diamond that hasn't been polished yet. All right. So, it's really good. Maybe less time than other people. I can't tell you exactly how long, but let's say 6 months. So I just said, how much time must I have in the day to be able to trade? All you need is 2.5 hours a day to analyze this and address the overall market. That's if you do day trading. If you do one shot, one kill, so one trade a week, you don't need to do that every day, obviously. You can learn how to trade while you're doing in line 5. Obviously, you will trade just higher time frame, so less trade, less time spent on the charts, and you can still learn, you can still practice over the weekend. Can you help me understand liquidity better? I've seen some ICT video, but I still do not understand it completely. That's what the branch is all about. All right, you have the theory, and then you have how to do it with the branch. All right, just ask all the questions you want. I've traded retail in the past, and I've tried a lot wave. Would you recommend me switching to the toasted butter? You do not need IC to be profitable, as I said earlier. All you need is psychology. So I know exactly. Obviously, you will use some of the toast and butter, even though you're doing retail, because you will see that it makes sense. So we'll implement some stuff here and there if you don't want to change. But then, obviously, the psychology. What is a branch? A branch is a group. Is my group, my private group, where we do live training, where every people from every members just talk to each other. We cook and eat in the brunch kitchen. We also discuss other investment opportunities, crypto, high level entrepreneurs basically. Will help me if I'm new to trading. Of course, I will help you. We have training coaches. I mean, I will help you obviously. So if you're there, just hit me up. I will answer your question and everything. All right. Okay. So exactly what we offer: 24/7 access to our trading mentors and head traders and me. All right. We do not do split payments unless there is a front end commitment fee paid upfront. We are in the business of working with people who are really involved. All right. So that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for listening to this. I guess now you know the right way, you know what to do and what not to do. And the right thing to do is to join now. Because if you want to be a profitable trader, if you want to be on that list of, let's say, here, then yes, that's what you want to do. Join the toast and butter and make 98K in 1 month, bro. All right. Speak to you soon, mate.